We welcome you once again to our YouTube channel, Maths with Ease by Mr. Kamotho, and still under completing the square. We are told that if the coefficient of x squared is not equals to 0, it is not equals to 1. It is something different, either negative or positive, but not 1. Then continue as shown in example 7 below. And I'm tempted to say this, that the completion of the square is only perfect or possible when the coefficient of x squared is 1. But the moment you have a situation like this one, 4x squared plus 12x minus 5, of course you can see our value of a is equals to 4, and 4 is not equals to 1. So how do we make a 1? Because completing the square is very easy when a is equals to 1. How do we go about that? Please follow the steps. It's very easy. We have to take 4 outside and in the bracket. We have x squared, and then 12 divided by 4 is plus 3x, and of course now minus 5. Now that we can see inside the bracket the coefficient of x squared is 1, we can easily complete the square of this bracket, which is, of course, 4 is outside. Inside the bracket we have x plus b now is 3. 3 over 2 squared minus 3 over 2 squared. And since that is completing the square of this bracket, and the whole of this bracket was to be multiplied by 4, then we close the bracket there and introduce the constant minus 5. How do we go about this? 4 is still outside. X plus 3 over 2 squared minus 3 squared is 9 over 4, close the big bracket, minus 5. Now, if you want to effect each and every term between this bracket and this bracket must be multiplied by 4, which is outside. Of course, the bracket will be 4, open bracket, x plus 3 over 2, close and square. That part multiplied by 4, because again, if you want to multiply x independently by 4 and this term independently by 4, we have first of all to open this bracket and then multiply by 4, which is so much work. So that part is done. But you realize that even this negative 9 over 4 is to be multiplied out by 4 because it is within the bigger bracket. How do we go about that? So 4 times negative 9 over 4 is simply negative 9. And then there's no longer, the bigger bracket is now over because it has been opened, minus 5. So finally, and I say finally, what we have is 4x plus 3 over 2 squared negative 14. In this case, this one is already in the form of x plus p squared. There's an a here, plus q, where a is equals to 4, p is equals to, as you can see, 3 over 2, and q is equals to negative 14. And that is just like it. Thank you.